You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show. What is going on, Pyromaniacs? We're back with another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by y'all. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, and it does let people know that we're loud, live, and in color. So thank you guys so much for tuning on in. You could be watching anything else, but I appreciate you guys that you guys are coming in here to join the fam. So shout out to y'all. Who is in the building? Let's see who's in the building. What is going on? Dr. Holt with all the letters behind him, the master's degrees, the bachelor's degrees, the doctorate, all of that jazz. Greetings to all. Waiting on Helene. Yes, we're going to be talking about that actually in our breaking news. So for those who are in on the East Coast, Florida, the South, Midwest region, all that stuff, definitely make sure you guys are safe. What is going on, MX? Thank you so much for tuning on in. We appreciate you. Good morning, or good evening rather, to you. I appreciate you for tuning on in. God bless you. All right, shout out to MX over there from the Jives Nation, and shout out to everybody coming on through. We appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It does help the algorithm, like I said, and it does let people know that we are loud, live, and in color. And for those who are in your circle, they'll be able to see that we are loud, live, and in color. They'll be able to join in as needed. All right, y'all, let's get into some things, y'all. We got a lot to talk about on today. First and foremost, I want to go ahead and welcome you guys onto the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so, feel free to go ahead and hit that that text message. If you're not getting any notifications from YouTube, Twitch, or wherever you're watching, you can go ahead and text Blaze. That's right, BLAZE to 833-793-2423. Again, that's 833-793-2423 to Blaze. And Pyro Media will go ahead and give you a little notification when we go live or when we upload new material. What is going on, Mona? Thank you so much for joining on in. Shout out to my little Pyro fan right there. What is going on, Keith? Thank you for joining. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Cupcakes is in the building. What is up, Queen? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, yes, yes. Dr. Holt, with all them dang on degrees, teaching the people. All right, y'all. We got a lot to welcome y'all in the building. Gather on in. I didn't know I had to come to work today. Yes, you did. We did it last week, girl. Oh no, you had a soccer game last week. But yes. Anywho, speaking of people who are coming to work, thank you to our mods, gladiators, for keeping the building locked down and secure. Shout out to Cupcakes and Dr. Holt. If you want to become a mod, go ahead and hit up Cupcakes and she'll be able to let you know, give you an interview process. Praise Jesus. All right. Also, you guys, we're going to be talking about a lot today. We have a lot to talk about today. We're going to be delving into what's been going on with Janet Jackson and Kamala Harris. We're going to be talking about also President Biden was on The View today, so we're going to chop it up with that. And we're going to let you guys know what's going on with Diddy. Okay, got some updates on him. We're also going to be talking about a gentleman called Marcellus Williams. And if you guys have not heard about what's going on, we're gonna dive into that. Now, that other guy that you see, that sheriff in there, I meant to change him out at the last minute. We're not going to be talking about him. We're actually going to be talking about Amanda Seales. So make sure you guys are tuning on in. We got a lot to talk about today. I made a quick change at the end, and I did not update this graphic for it. So, but it's all good. What? Don't call me. Call you. Don't call me. Call Cupcake if you want an application. Okay. I'll give you her number. Her number is 555 Get Real. Okay, definitely call her, ask her what's going on, and see how you can become a mod for this here Pyro Media. All right, shout out to Cupcakes. Cup to the cakes. Yes, that's right. All right, y'all. Y'all are a mess. Anywho, listen, y'all, we got a couple of quick housekeeping announcements. If you're new to the game over here, thank you so much for tuning on in. And feel free and consider to subscribe to Pyro Media right here on our YouTube or on our Twitch or anywhere that you're watching. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, you can go ahead and hit that like button and follow us. That would greatly appreciate that. But if you want to support this platform, not just Pyro Power Hour, but all of the other shows on Pyro Media, you can go ahead and donate and send a love offering to Pyro Media directly. So you can hit that up at $Pyro Media. If you're feeling so inclined to bless me on today, you can hit me up at Kwame C86. And I want to thank everybody that's been giving me stuff throughout the week. I appreciate you guys. Those especially on the replay, I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you. It does go to a good cause, so God bless you. All right. Also, like I said before, make sure you guys are following Pyro Media on all social media platforms. It does we'll let you know when we're going live or when we have some updates that's going on. And just clips that we're going to be talking about. There's a lot of great stuff. We had a great show with Hope Giselle this week. We had a phenomenal show with Dr. Dante and Dana Dane. Elder Dana and Minister Dante. So definitely go ahead and check it out every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you can check out Hope Giselle when I Have Thoughts on Mondays at 1 p.m. All right, y'all. And if you want some exclusive content, go ahead and hit up the hotspot. We will be having Pyro Cocktail Hour tomorrow right there. We're bringing that back. So shout out to all those VIP patrons that come on through and listen and check on through. We appreciate you. That's right. Pyro Cocktail Hour is back, and we're going to be bringing that in. And we also will be having the kickback next week. I could not do it yesterday because my homegirl was having her birthday. I wanted to make sure I gave her all of my attention because she deserves. She is my one of my good sisters. So I wanted to make sure that we gave her all of the attention and loved on her on yesterday. So we will be having the kickback next week, though, next Tuesday. Or this upcoming Tuesday, I guess. And you guys can check it on out. Turn all the lights off. Bad. So I think our issue will be possible flooding and wind. Yeah, turn out the lights and don't be on the phone with thunderstorms. You know how it is back in the day. What about the Mavericks? Oh yeah, we're gonna be bringing that back soon too. I got a little surprise with that one. But Keith, hit me up on Instagram. Actually, I have a question to ask you about something that you had talked to me about a couple of months ago. Happy birthday, Special K. Yeah, Special K. Shout out to my homegirl, Kadria. Happy birthday to her. Her birthday was on yesterday, but we're celebrating her throughout the rest of this month. It is Libra season, so shout out to all the Libras, okay? Hallelujah. MX said, it's so good to see and hear you again. Bless you, MX. I appreciate you. I love you, girl. Thank you so much for coming on through. Appreciate you. Let's see here. I think that's it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the announcements. Did you know that today is National One Hit Wonder Day? Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all sit with that for a little bit. Today is National One Hit Wonder Day, and if you had a one hit wonder that was one of your favorites, go ahead and put it in the comments. I want to see what you guys come up with. But National One Hit Wonder Day it's celebrated on September 25th and was declared by music journalist Steve Rosen in 1990 to remember artists who had their 5 minutes of fame once upon a time and has since been wiped from our memory. That was a little shady. However forgettable the artists are, their hit songs will eternally be etched in our minds. Even though you might forget when your best friend's birthday is, you will always be able to sing along to the chorus of Ice Ice Baby at any given time. These songs are connected to specific moments from our past, and remembering them allows us to revisit our former selves. Shout out to not Milli Vanilli. You know what? Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Child, my great grandmother turned all the lights off and be quiet. The Lord is working. made a mess. You know, one of my favorite one-hit wonders were. Do you guys remember Truth Hurts? She came with that. So what's that? I forget how it goes. Dun, 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 dun. It's got me guessing. He's what I'm waiting for. You know what I'm talking about. Truth Hurts. Y'all remember? That's... I had to get one in. I'm so sorry. Oh, company said blame it on the rain. Yes, that's right. That's another good one-hit wonder. What was it? Petra one. Who's Petra? A one-hit wonder. Pull up on my boat. Oh yeah, pull up on my boat. Yeah. I believe she was a one-hit wonder too. I believe you're correct. But yes, today is One Hit Wonder Day. Shout out to all of the one-hit wonders that made our childhood and our growing up experience amazing. Yes. Birthday shout outs. Let's get into our birthday shout outs right quick. As you guys know, we are still in Libra season. So shout out to all of the Libras. Oh, that's not it. Well, I forgot to change the graphic on that. But it's not Virgo, it's Libra. We're in Libra season. So shout out to all of the Libras out there. Anywho, happy birthday goes to Dr. Holt's favorite guy, Will Smith. Will Smith was born on September 25th in 1968 in Philadelphia. So shout out to all of my Philly cats. My homegirl Katrina is from Philly, so shout out to her. Willard Carroll Smith Jr. I forgot his middle name was Carroll. Is an American actor, producer, comedian, rapper, and songwriter. In 2007 of April, Newsweek called him the most powerful actor in Hollywood. Smith has been nominated for 5 Golden Globe Awards and 2 Academy Awards, and has won 4 Grammy Awards. He also won an Oscar. That was his last Oscar. Let's see, she said next. Thank you, Cupcake. Addictive. That was the name of the song. Addictive by Truth Hurts. Return of the Mac was another good one. Will can still get. Yes, he can, Keith. He's probably still getting. He's probably still getting it. Okay. She said next. Call me Will. He's not gonna call you Dr. Holt. Not before he calls me. I'm just throwing it out there. I know they say you was over there with Diddy too, girl, but call me. Bye, not Willa Bass. Y'all are mean. Anyway, it's time for honorable mentions. We also right. Who throwing tomatoes? Who ain't got to cupcake? Now that Boston. Y'all need to leave Jada Pinkett alone. Anywho, happy birthday also goes to T.I., born September 25th in 1980 in Atlanta, Georgia. Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., aka T.I., is an American rapper and actor. I think he's a better actor than rapper, in my humble opinion, but whatever. Harris signed his first major label record deal in 1999 with Arista subsidiary LaFace. In 2001, Harris formed the Southern hip-hop group P$C. Okay, alongside his longtime friends and fellow Atlanta-based rappers Big Country King, Mac Boney, and C-Rod. Upon being released from Arista, Harris signed to Atlantic and subsequently became the co-chief executive officer of his own label imprint, Grand Hustle Records, which he launched in 2003. Harris is also perhaps best known as one of the artists who popularized the hip-hop subgenre trap music, along with Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. Dr. Ho says T.I.O. Snickerdoodle Booty. Snickerdoodle Booty is insane. All right, Negro read the whole dictionary, and let's use that every single time. I can't stand y'all. Anyway, we also want to give a happy birthday to Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was born September 25th in 1968 in Hamburg, Arizona. Scottie Maurice Pippen is an American former professional basketball player who played in the National Basketball Association. Nicknamed Pip, he is most remembered for his time with the Chicago Bulls, the team with whom he won 6 NBA titles. Pippen, along with Michael Jordan, played an important role in transforming the Bulls team into a championship team and for popularizing the NBA around the world during the 1990s. So shout out to Scottie Pippen. Dr. Holt said, they say you and Tiny was over there too, Clifford. I can't. Stop it. All right. We're also going to give a shout out to Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie was born September 25th in 1978 in Washington, D.C. Anthony Ryan Leslie is an American recording artist and record producer from Washington, D.C. Leslie has produced singles for a number of prominent artists in a variety of genres, ranging from R&B and hip-hop to pop and gospel. From 2005 to 2006, he had his most commercial success to date with Next Selection Bad Boy singer Cassie, when they released her debut single, Me and You. Leslie's 2008 self-titled debut album includes the singles Diamond Girl, Addiction, and How It Was Supposed to Be. What is going on, Michaela? How you doing, girl? She said, gal. Y'all are a mess. Ryan was so slept on. He really was slept on, Cupcake. I agree. Ryan Leslie is giving gal. You know what? I can't deal with y'all. Y'all are so big. What is wrong with y'all today? Something tells me Scotty has meat with his snuffleupagus. No, I can't stand y'all. Y'all are mean today. And last but not least, we want to give a shout out to Donald Glover. Happy birthday to him. He was born on September 25th in 1983. He was born on Edwards Air Force Base and in California. Donald McKinley Glover Jr. is an American actor, comedian, singer, writer, producer, director, rapper, and DJ. He performed music under the stage name Childish Gambino and as a DJ under the name MC DJ or Mick DJ. I think it's Mick DJ. Okay, girl, why you got all these aliases? What's wrong with you? Anyway, happy birthday to everybody, Lottie Dottie, that was not only that we just mentioned, but also born today on September 25th. So shout out to all of y'all. We hope you're having a wonderful Libra season. Shout out to y'all. Michaela says, hey, another gal. Y'all are the best. He said, yeah, Donald can get these cookies. Keats, go take a cold shower. This one is gal on the low. Here goes Michaela jumping. You see what kind of influence you've been, Dr. Holtz? Terrible. Anyway, that is going to do it for those, but we do have some breaking news, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the breaking news real quick and chat real quick on that. Let's go. All right, y'all. So we got some breaking news. So as you guys know, we're gearing up for, well, we're not, but the Florida surrounding states are gearing up for Hurricane Helene. And there's a lot going on with it. It's just now been reported that because at first it turned from a tropical storm into a hurricane, and then it was projected that it was going to be a Category 3 hurricane when it hit landfall. But just recently, within the past couple of hours, it's now being projected that it's going to be a Category 4, which is really scary. So let's go ahead and take a look and what's going on. Take a look at this clip.
In the last couple of minutes, we now have a storm that's expected to become a Category 4 hurricane before landfall, and the winds at 5 p.m. are a little stronger too, up to 85 miles an hour. It is dragging in a lot of dry air near the center, but they expect that'll be a short-term trend, and once it gets over very just ideal conditions in the Gulf of Mexico, it will what we call rapidly intensify. The pressure will drop very, very quickly, and the wind speeds will increase dramatically, going from a Category 2 just after midnight tonight to a Category 4 by tomorrow afternoon. That's its closest approach to us. It's still over 250 miles away from us, but the massive wind field will have an impact here, and then weakening as it moves up through Georgia and then eventually up toward the Great Lakes after that. Here is that wind field. Now, its closest approach will be around noon to 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. This is about 300 miles with that wind field for the tropical storm force wind. So those are 40 miles an hour or stronger. It's really incredible. Have never seen a hurricane at such a low latitude with such a massive wind field like this one. And that's why everyone in our area is under that tropical storm warning at this point. The rain bands continue too. Just about everyone saw some of those feeder bands work through during the morning and afternoon. More on the way. There's the center of the storm as it tracks and eventually makes landfall tomorrow evening around the Big Bend. We're still going to be dealing with some rainfall into Saturday, though, mixed in with some sunshine. The watches and warnings, obviously the hurricane warning to the north. We have the tropical storm warning for all of South Florida and Central Florida, too. The probability of seeing tropical storm force winds really haven't changed much, less than 1 in 5, but those are expected to increase. The planes flying through it right now, finding a pretty significant drop in the pressure, 975. It was 980 at 2 o'clock. And whenever we see that drop in the pressure, usually a few hours later, we see an increase in the wind speed. So showers and storms continuing to move across, some breaks in between those. Let's bring in Frank.
So that's what's going on right now. Y'all be safe over there. If you're in the Georgia area, if you're in, I know we got some Pyro family out in Georgia. If you're in Florida, if you're watching, or if you know somebody in Florida, not everybody is able to just kind of pick up their stuff and go. So we just want to keep them in prayer, and also do what you can, hunker down, do what you got to do, and keep yourself safe. If you're able to leave and get to a safer location, I would advise you to do that. But just follow the directions of the local authorities and our experts, weather experts. That would be the best bet. So we're going to be keeping you guys in prayer. We're making sure that we're hunkering down as best as possible. Let's see what the people are saying. Not reported to work. Hold on. A couple things say, Doctor, go stand outside and give us a live report. It's slightly windy here. The bulk of it. I should have dropped the link so you could give us a. You're a mess. Dr. Ota, and these idiots sent us an email talking about report to work at regular hours tomorrow. That's ridiculous. You better call in. Did you go outside and report this? If not, it don't. Y'all are a mess. Anywho, that's gonna do it for our breaking news. What is happening with all these noises? That's gonna do it for all of our breaking news. But if anything else pops up, we will definitely go ahead and let you guys know throughout the show. But just as a friendly reminder, y'all go ahead and make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, like I said, and wherever you're watching, it does help. And also subscribe to Pyro Media's YouTube and Twitch. And like I said, everywhere. La-da-da to everybody. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get into the quick drop and start talking about some stuff, because we have a lot to talk about on today. So without further ado, we'll see you on the other side. Okay? If I can find these. There we go. All right. Peace.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
And we're back, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Welcome to Pyro Power Hour. Do me a favor and hit that like button if you're just coming in or if you're just watching on the replay. We do appreciate it. Also, go ahead and make sure you check out all of the other shows on Pyro Media as well. I Have Thoughts with Hope Giselle. We have Nicole Divic Live, which is airing tomorrow. We have Conversations with Clergy with Dr. Dante and Elder Dana Dane. So definitely check that out. And check out She Is Phenomenal as well. That's coming back really soon. And we have some other new shows that's coming to Pyro Media. So definitely check that out as well. But like I said, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm. And make sure you guys are donating to Pyro Media as well. Hit that $ Pyro Media, or if you're feeling so inclined to bless me directly, you can hit me up at $ Kwame C86, and that's Kwame C as in Charlie 86. All right, y'all. Let's get into the quick drop, y'all. We got a lot to talk about on today. Hold on, what's it? Hit the like and stuff. Right, hit the like and stuff. Hit the like and stuff. All right, y'all. We got a lot to talk about today. We got some stuff to talk about. But before we do, we're gonna jump into that quick drop. So here we go. All right, y'all. So first up, so I just found this out. I may be late to the game, and that's fine. I'm okay with this. All right. But I just found out that Victoria Monét, who is one of my favorite new artists right now, and her man, they broke up, and they've been broke up for apparently for a while, to my knowledge. They just announced it. I believe they announced it a couple of days ago, or probably after Pyro Power Hour on Monday. But yeah, there was a lot going on with this. I think they did it in a really respectful way. They do still care about each other. They still, want to honor each other. They're still co-parenting really well. From what they said, they just don't feel like they're in a space right now to do a relationship, and that's fine. And so this is what their official statement was. I believe Victoria had posted it on her Instagram, but let me go ahead and blow this up for you guys so you guys can see it. And it says, with good intentions, we honestly have been avoiding a formal statement about something as natural and as personal as love. We originally preferred to keep this out of the public, as announcing this publicly is sure to make pain resurface, but it is becoming more and more difficult to suppress. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. Y'all can go ahead and either pause it, or you can screenshot it and read it later, or you can go to Victoria Monét's thing herself, her Instagram herself, and check it out. But I'm really sad about this. I really was rooting for them. But hey, John Gaines, if you need comfort, if you need to have a conversation with us, we totally understand. Before you see Dr. Holt, you need to come and see me first in my office. I just want to make sure you're good. Victoria, I love you, girl. All right. So I love you, girl. I love you to the moon and stars. But John, if you need to have a conversation with me in private, you just come and hit me up. All right. I know I have a shoulder for you to lean on. All right. Okay. Victoria, I love you, girl. I do. Can I get those digits in my hair? Right. Why do you know he a gal? Look, Kwame, check your phone when you get talking about the. Okay, I will. Right. Translate. He's a gal. He's not a gal. You don't know if he's a gal. Okay, he just needs to have a conversation. All right. Victoria, girl, that wasn't our business. And furthermore, Michaela says it really wasn't our business. Me first one. No, honey, MX, baby, girl, listen, I love you, sis, but we're not sharing, okay? Let me have that first. I appreciate you. I usually let my pyromaniacs do what they want to do. But Dr. Halls, you've been real flippant with your mouth lately, girl. I don't think he is, but we gonna find out. You come see me, okay? All right, baby. All right. He has great skincare. I want to talk to him about skincare. That's what I want to have a conversation with him about skincare because I think his skin looks great. I want to see his pores. Let's go. Let's move on. You know who else has been in the love you, Victoria. You're gonna be okay, girl. All right. So Issa Rae and Amanda Seales are back in the spotlight. Skincare. You want to care for it? I do want to care for her skin. You know I am great with skincare. You know I do consulting on that, girl. I went to Pillow Talk. You know what? I need you to take a cold shower, MX. A cold shower. Anywho, Issa Rae and Amanda Seales. So Amanda, she was on Club Shay Shay. Y'all remember? She said some things about Issa Rae. She said a lot of things about different people, but she specifically spoke about her experience with Issa Rae and what she took from it, right? And so, let's go ahead and take a look and get reminded of said conversation. Take a look.
By the end of the show, there were just certain scenarios where I had to really always be the bigger person and be the balm to the situation. And then in season 5, she just came out her face at me one time too many, and I just chose to stop being the balm because the show was wrapping. It was the end of the season. It was the end of the series. And I'm just not going to keep doing this.
So what did you do?
Nothing. I just stopped communicating.
Oh. I mean, I had a little rail, and he says that Issa is like most of her set is with women, camera people, et cetera, and that she's very empowering to women.
Oh, I disagree. She wasn't empowering to me. She didn't feel like she didn't feel like I deserved to be protected. I'm only giving I'm only giving a portion of the situation. Yeah. So, but that was my experience, and nonetheless, I have still always protected her because I felt like it was my responsibility to do so. But it is not.
Okay, Amanda, listen, I love you, Amanda. I do. You one of my favorites. I think you are a powerful voice, and I think that you are I think you're needed. I think you're needed as with Black culture. I think you're needed as it pertains to social justice. I think you're needed when it comes to your perspective. I think it's important, and I think you're important. I don't think this is important. And I think that you taking a dig at somebody that helped you kind of get to a space where you were on one of the biggest Black shows of its time. I mean, it is what it is. But that was your experience. That's what you felt. Issa Rae responded to this. She said some things. I'm gonna get to you guys' comments in a second, but let's see what Issa Rae said about working with certain people in the industry again. Take a look.
One person that I would never work with again. I mean, anybody who's on the podcast and talk shit about me, honestly.
In that clip, she says people have gotten on podcasts and talked about me, right? So the crowd goes crazy because the last person that we've seen get on a podcast and talk about Issa Rae in a way was Amanda Seales.
So, what are your thoughts on this, y'all? Because I don't know. I think that was Issa Rae's feelings, and that's how she felt. And she has a right to not want to work with her again, and that's cool. That's fine. Do your thing, girl. Especially if you're gonna talk mess about me, and then you're in a space of and I helped you. I don't want to work with you again. I don't even want to be around you again. So I get that feeling. I do think that it's a shame because I think that Amanda is talented. Yeah, I think she's very talented. But let's see. What say y'all? What are your thoughts on this? Let's see. She said, "Girl, shut up." She said, "Michaela, where you at?" Dr. Holt says Amanda needs to go sit on somebody's couch and not Mother Shay Shay. Well, I mean, this happened a couple of months ago, so it is what it is. Ever since everybody want to talk. Well, I mean, that's a good point, MX. Girl, Amanda, go get you some CBD and go lay down. Listen, I mean, really though, that bloop, y'all mess. Sometimes you just have to shut up. Bridges be all burnt up. That's what I'm saying. I sent in my tithes. Oh, God bless you, MX. I appreciate you. She said I sent in my tithes. Okay, sorry, I gotta text my message, you guys. Okay, all right, y'all. Well, that's all I got, on them two right here. Let's go over to President Joe Biden. What's up, Sean? How you doing, girl? Sean Talks is in the building. Y'all make sure you go head over there on YouTube to Sean Talks. It's very simple. SHUN Talks. So go support our good sis. We love you, Sean. All right, y'all. Yeah, we love Sean. Y'all throw some hearts in there for Sean. We love you, Sean. So President Biden was on The View today, and I thought it was really, really good that he was on The View, and I thought that it was, first of all, it was great for The View, because The View, I don't think The View ever had a sitting president come on the show during the time that they were in presidents or in their presidency. So that's dope. And also, I think this was good for him because it gave people an opportunity to see that he's not senile, and he was able to speak for himself. So I thought this was a really good situation. But take a look at a clip when asked by Sarah Haynes, how did that feel to kind of step down, and what were you thinking, and all that stuff. He went into detail on it, but it's a clip that was really interesting to me. So take a listen.
We're having so much success in getting things done that people thought we couldn't get done.
Right.
I found myself having used more time than I would have ordinarily to, pass that torch. But working with Kamala, she is bright, she is tough, she's honorable. And the thing I like about her, and one thing we share in common, is that we have an optimistic view of the future here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is...
So what I really appreciated about Joe, and I appreciate about the overall candidacy of Kamala Harris, is there's a messaging of hope. And we've kind of talked about this time and time again when it came to Kamala, when it came to just the overall situation, overarching situation of what's going on with them. But I really appreciated that, this messaging of hope, and not feeling like it's, and we also talked about it last week as well, about how I just feel like there is this space where you don't have to constantly talk about everything that's always going wrong. What about the things that are going right? What about the things that you want in the future? What about your hopes and aspirations? And I thought that was really, really good messaging, because there's such messaging around hate, and the energy around hate, and what's wrong, and depression, and all this other stuff, and anger. And that can only take you so far, right? You use anger as a way to ignite, but you use hope and peace and positive energy to propel you, to keep the momentum going. You can only use hate and anger for so long, right? We as Black people, we know that a lot of what sparked a lot of energy for a lot of different movements has been because we've been angry, we've been feeling slighted. But what has kept us going, and what has kept us, stepping forward and making changes, and however slight they may be, has been hope. And our ancestors have had hope, and they gave us an opportunity for us to even be here having conversations and talking about things that we want to talk about on public platforms, right? So that's just just something that I just really appreciated from Kamala's campaign. Also with Joe Biden, him being able to kind of clear up some things or whatever. What I did notice is that they didn't really touch on any type of concerns that they had for his health. But what he did talk about was that, hey, I'm getting older, and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But it was a good interview. Go ahead and check it out if you get a chance. It happened today. And another shout out to The View for actually putting on the full episodes without commercials, which I think was really, really cool. They usually just do clips, but putting out the whole show from its entirety, without the commercials is really, really dope as well. So shout out to them. Truth, yes. Cupcake says, Joe, go with Calm next time she gets her hair done. I'm sure they will be. Stop it. Leave Uncle Joe alone. He genuinely loves Kamala Harris, for real. Yeah, I think he genuinely loves people, for real. I think he's one of the few people that just genuinely has a lot of love for the country and just for people in and of itself. I got some, I'm not dealing with Cupcake anymore. Cupcake, go to your room. All right, I got a question for the people. I have a question for the people. So as you guys know, we have been in this whole thing with Kamala Harris. We've been riding for her and, doing our thing. And y'all know how I feel about Beyonce, but y'all know that there's one woman that I love even more than Beyonce, and that I would not hesitate to spend all of my money to go see her and do whatever I have to do to support her. And that is the Empress that is Janet Jackson. However, Janet has been under heat the past couple of weeks because of her comments. And I don't know if it's been tone deaf. Her comments about questioning her ethnicity, Kamala's ethnicity, comments about whether she's black enough or what. It's just frustrating and it's disappointing because I didn't expect that from her. I didn't want that for her, and I just wish that she would have thought about what she would say, what she was going to say, or not say anything at all. Like, why even entertain political conversation if you're not astute in it, right? I don't go on here talking about stuff that I don't know about, right? Or I don't have familiarity on. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these celebrities, that they get into a space where they don't have expertise on it. For example, Usher was on The View, I believe, last week. And he talked about, they were asking questions about, politics and stuff like that. And he said, look, I'm not politically astute or politically aware, but I am going to be voting. I am going to participate in the process, the due process of voting, because number one, my ancestors fought for that right, and two, it's my job as a U.S. citizen, as a United States citizen, as an American. And so I can appreciate that. If you don't have nothing to say or intelligent to say, don't say anything at all. You don't have to speak. I'm not going to speak on sports if I don't know about sports. Of course, I joke around with my homegirl Cupcake, and I joke around with my homeboy Dr. Ho, and I joke around with my brother on sports and stuff like that. But I don't know two jicks about dang on sports. So I'm not going to sit there and have a conversation about sports and try to tell you numbers and stats and all that stuff, whatever. I can tell you who's cute. I can tell you who can get it. I can tell you who can give me a wide receiving. But I can't tell you what anything is in there. So I'm just really disappointed in Janet. I'm really disappointed. I wish she wouldn't have said anything, but I also don't think that it's okay for us to bash her. So I was a little disappointed in D.L. Hughley about his comment that he made about her breathing out of a white woman's nose. Some of y'all found it funny. That's your opinion, whatever. I didn't find it funny. I thought it was really disrespectful to one of the greatest entertainers of all time and one of our Black icons. And so I don't know. A lot of people disagree with me on that, but the same could be said. Well, she didn't have to say anything about the future first Black female president of the United States. So these are all conversations that are meant for engagement, that are meant to have public discourse, healthy public discourse. I just want it to be something where it's not so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm getting at. Let's see here. Just hush. Yeah, let's see. Everyone, please make sure you are yes, thank you, MX. Please make sure that you are registered to vote. And if you don't know your status, your registration status, please go ahead to go to vote.org. Vote.org. I check my status on a weekly basis because I don't trust this country. I'm so sorry. Okay. So far so good with California. They've been keeping their ducks in a row, but I don't know about all the other states. So make sure that you guys are going to check your status. You can go to vote.org, or you can even go to your Secretary of State, I believe, a website. I don't know. That's why you should go to vote.org depending on what state you live in. I know for California you can go to the Secretary of State and it's easy to just check that, but just California is a blue state, so it's they're gonna have those type of situations and do that. Let's see what else are people saying. She was listening to Randy's old rags. Y'all are the best. Girl, have y'all buried... you know what? Stop. And I do agree that, maybe the fact that her brother passing, really... Because I know she was close to Tito, according to what she said in her documentary, that she was close to Michael and Tito. Not a damn thing about sports. I don't know a damn thing about sports. Okay? Other than who's fine. But anyway, my question to you guys is, do you think that as a celebrity, as that we should show grace. I know Whoopi Goldberg talked about it a few days ago on The View. I know a couple of people are rallying around Janet and saying that she put her foot in her mouth. She made a mistake, you know. And I think that people should get grace if they make a mistake. People make mistakes all the time. And you know, the Bible says, you know, that Jesus said, if you're so pure of heart or whatever, what is it, cast? Dr. Ho, what's that about casting the first stone? Like if you're all that in the bag, basically, if you're all that in the bag of chips, if you're so pure and holier than thou, then you go ahead and cast the first stone. But if you're not, which is the reason why he died for all of our sins, okay, and died for us, why are we over here like just canceling everyone? Even Dr. Dante was talking about cancellation and cancel culture on Monday, which was a really dope conversation. So yeah, I don't know about cancel culture. I do believe that certain people should not be supported after a while when they do something egregious, like I don't know, touching kids, like for example, R. Kelly. I don't think that he should be supported. I'm sorry. And until, you know, Diddy gets his just desserts, you know, and he goes up to trial and he does due processing, then, you know, we'll probably cancel his ass too. But, you know, until then, I don't feel like Janet, this is so egregious, like Janet should be like attacked. And I don't know. I think she should be checked. I think that she should be educated, but I don't think she should be attacked or canceled. That's just my humble opinion. Janet girl, hush now. But I'm gonna see you. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna still see you, girl. If you don't have anything good to say, just shut. Yeah, that is without sin. Oh, yeah. Ye that is without sin cast the first stone. Dr. Minister, Pastor, what, Cupcake, you haven't done one of your morning rants on Dr. Holt in a while, in his 4,000 names. We're going to have to do that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Friday. But yes, ye that is without sin cast the first stone. And not nary one of y'all, okay? I forgive her, but I think BS you speak. I think before you say, exactly, I agree. Think before you speak. He who is without sin, let him cast. All right, Evangelist Cupcake. Yes, for the church kids. I think it rubbed people the wrong way because the conservatives are using VP Harris's race as a negative thing like they did Obama. I agree with you, Keats, and I think that is a major and valid point. But I also agree and think that we need to just be careful. That's all. I just think that we shouldn't just cast this overwhelming like kind of thing where we're just no longer accepting or no longer allowing any type of grace for these people, you know? Anywho, that was my thing. But yes, if you put your thoughts in the comments, if you're watching and on the replay, go ahead and put your thoughts in the comments as well. Emo Mashanana. Go ahead, break out a song and dance, Dr. Holt. Y'all are a mess. All right, y'all, let's move on to the next thing here. As you guys know, over the weekend, there's been this bombshell book that has come out, allegedly Kim Porter's words. I don't know if it's Kim Porter's words or not, but a lot of people have gotten it. I have not purchased it. A lot of people telling me to purchase it. But the point is that I just feel like this woman has gone through enough. If any of the things. And also, I like to look at facts, okay? I like to look at facts, and nothing in the book can be substantiated. But what I can say is a lot of the stuff that we saw that the New York Times have posted did an article today, and they have some really, if any of that stuff, these allegations are crazy. Even 5% of what those allegations are stating is true, Diddy is a dang on monster. If they are true, and I want to be very clear that everything that we talk about on the show is all alleged. We are just repeating and having public commentary on all things that are discussed in pop culture, all things that are discussed during these cases, and all these type of popular information and news. So we're just having commentary. So none of this, nobody is saying that Diddy did it. But Ghost Rider. Listen, I don't know. My book came in the MFM mail today. Are you gonna read it, Dr. Hall? Give me some cliff notes when you're done. I believe every word. I got the book, but the book is small. I know. I feel like I could read it like in a day or so. I listened to King Jives read it. I don't need any more. I'm good. That had me clutching my pearl. I know. I heard allegedly. Yes. Listen. I don't know. I don't want to discuss, and we'll probably have a conversation with it in Patreon next week on the kickback. But I don't want to publicly have a conversation about what Kim Porter may or may not have gone through, what that book is alleging. All we can do is report the facts. And so that's that on that. But this is a problem. Diddy has a major problem. He also they're alleging that he is on suicide watch. As you guys know, he's on suicide watch. So listen, I don't know how much of that is true. I don't know how much of that, is a part of the game that he's using to kind of help protect himself. But I don't know. Rest easy, Kim. Yes, exactly. And I really wish that people would just let her rest. And that's just why, yes, it is a thin book. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sean Tuck says, I got mine today. I believe 80%. She said she was writing it, and the fact that her house was broken into and only the computer was stolen. Listen. I don't know, Kim. I don't know, Sean. But Kim had a lot. Kim had a lot to say, allegedly. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. She said, "I believe 99%." So what don't you believe? That I didn't want to ask that. Let's move on. We're gonna keep everybody in prayer on that situation. All right, y'all. I wanted to spend the rest of the show talking about this particular situation. This is Marcellus Williams, and before, as you guys know, if you have not been keeping up what's been going on with this king here, he was accused of a stabbing of a woman back in the 90s, and he's been in jail ever since. And so recently he was supposed to he I believe it was yesterday, he was scheduled to have his execution, and all last week, there was been new evidence coming out. The person that said that was one of the star witnesses said that he wasn't there. A lot of things that were coming up that was showing that he was innocent. And unfortunately, Missouri Supreme Court did not take it in and did not give him a stay of execution to at least investigate and at least give him another trial. Because I feel like we'll get into it. We'll get into it in the situation. But let's take a look at what happened yesterday and why his face has been all over the media. Take a look.
Missouri has executed a convicted killer despite objections from the victim's family and the prosecutor. 55-year-old Marcellus Williams had been on death row for the 1998 stabbing death of a woman during a burglary. Long after his conviction, DNA testing done on the murder weapon did not match Williams. The victim's family and prosecutors called for vacating the conviction, arguing that no physical evidence tied him to the crime. But the state Supreme Court just rejected that appeal. The court pointed to the victim's purse and laptop being found in Williams' vehicle and to an alleged confession in prison for keeping that execution order in place.
So you mean to tell me that this man had DNA evidence that proved that he wasn't even, that it wasn't his? We had one of the witnesses, the key witnesses, state that that he was not there, that he lied. I mean, just overwhelming situations, overwhelming information to show that, at least give him an opportunity to state that he wasn't, that he was not a part of this. That he didn't do this. It's very frustrating. It's very disappointing. It's very aggravating, and it's very depressing. And I know for those who are like trying to be allies to Black culture, to the Black movement. I saw Hope Giselle talk about this morning. A lot of people are like, well, why aren't, people are really frustrated. People are really tired because it's constantly happening. It happened with George Floyd. It happened with Sandra Bland. Recently with just so many people where it feels like you can't make it any clearer that you don't give a damn about Black lives. You don't care about Black people and their well-being and their bodies, right? And so we had a situation. The clown of the week this week which leads me into my clown of the week, is Missouri. And not just Missouri, but also the governor of Missouri. And his name is his name is Governor Mike Parson. Grand Wizard Parson. His name is Michael Lynn Parson. Okay? Oh, and by the way, he's a part of the Republican Party. Big shocker there, right? Okay? I'm frustrated with him. I'm frustrated with Missouri. I'm frustrated with the system. I'm frustrated with everything that is going on, because at the end of the Black Day, you have these situations where it's like, you don't care about Black lives. You don't care about, overwhelming evidence that right. Of course he is. Exactly. You had it right the first, like Grand Wizard. Right. Hello. You don't care what's going on with us and our lives and what we have to go through as people. And what's frustrating for me is you sit here and say, oh, on one hand, you sit here and say, well, you guys are always talking about Black America and Black this. Yes, because you've made it a business and a practice to other us. You've made it a way to other us. You wouldn't allow us, when we were freed, you wouldn't allow us to into your schools. You wouldn't allow us into your restaurants and your establishments and your coffee shops and your yoga. You wouldn't allow us to drink from the same water fountain. So we had to be segregated, right? Then when segregation ended, you had a problem with that. Now it's a situation where all you guys do is create your own stuff. You have your own network and your own Black entertainment network, which that's not even the case. You have your own awards and things of that nature. You don't want us involved anymore. I feel you're doing what we did to you. No, we're not. But time and time again, you constantly tell us that we, as an American, as Black Americans, that we don't matter. You're constantly telling us as people that that our existence doesn't matter to you. Even based off of what happened with George Floyd, we had video proof that the man was complying with old boy. And y'all still didn't give two rats and its ass. You didn't care. Now we gave you proof or alleged proof to even investigate. And you don't even want to do it. You barely wanted to investigate any type of and to even vote to create a panel, to have a panel investigate and study reparations, just to study it, because you know that where it will lead to us actually getting reparations. Because you didn't have a problem with doing it for the Native Americans, because you damn near obliterated them, and they're damn near extinct. You didn't have a problem giving it to giving protections to Asian Americans because they are, quote, the model minority, right? You guys don't care about Black lives, yet this country has been built on our backs. You don't care about what's going on. You want us to fall in line. You put us on the front line during the Civil War. So we had to fix the mess that you started in the first place and then have to lose our bodies. We were the first in line. And then still we were treated like crap after we gave you this damn country. I'm not making this up. Look it up. Why we have to be the ones to educate you guys? And then when we try to educate you guys, you want to get rid of our books. This is bigger than Marcellus Williams. This is bigger than what the frustrations of the everyday average Black man and woman and non-binary sibling. This is much bigger. It's a bigger issue. But that's here nor there. That's why we're sitting here telling you to go out there and vote. That's why we're sitting here and telling you to be engaged and educated on what's going on in your local government, what's going on in your federal government, what's going on with foreign policy. Because listen, history may not always repeat, but it sure as hell does rhyme. It sure as hell does rhyme. And you want us to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for some. That's going to do it, y'all, for today's show. I want to thank you guys for coming on through, and I appreciate you guys. That's going to do it for the quick drop. That's going to do it for Pyro Power Hour. We will see you on Friday, ending this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and send the Cash App over to Pyro Media. You can do that by hitting up $Pyro Media on Cash App. And if you feel so inclined to bless me, you can hit me up at Kwame C86 right there on Cash App as well. Until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and stay safe out there, y'all, because it's crazy out here in these streets. All right, y'all. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.